Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kerbal Space Program 2, Episode 10, Space Station Expansion, Part 2. Gotta say, the intercept markers aren't as intuitive as they were before. So this is way too far off. I could tell that. What if I did the burn back here? Nope. How about over here? I'll create a new one because this is getting sloppy. Ugh, man. If I burn here, we get awfully close here, but then it puts me on a crash course before I even intercept. Alright, I am getting close on that left side of the screen to trying to intercept here. Trying to fine-tune it. Whoa, up, and they're crashing again. I might just need to get it close and then re-course adjust again. Although it's awfully... Yeah, it gets very, very, very close here on the left side. That's like a 50-kilometer difference, maybe? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's like a 0... Oh, and crash again. What if we did it a little later? Here we go. That puts the periaps probably dangerously too close to Kerbin within Atmo. That's been the problem is we can get real close, but it passes through the planet, which doesn't exactly work for, you know, surviving or having the probe core not explode. Because the way I did this was I got really, really close to Kerbin so that we could accelerate, because I don't have power generation. I think what I'm going to do is cheat a little, just for the benefit of viewability, and give myself infinite electricity for now, just so I can accelerate time. Because normally you would just have like a solar panel, and they're so inexpensive that it's really not, you know, it's a non-factor in terms of weight and cost. And that way I can speed up time and get into a good position for an intercept. So here's the periaps, where we're trying to catch up. I should also, at this point, or before I whip past the periaps, lower the apoaps. Oh, I'm already out of power. Wait, I thought I said... Okay, I did say infinite power. It killed my stored power in my batteries, but then I can still operate. It's funny like that. Come on, you tumbling ship. Let's go. Tumble faster. Alright, at my next periaps, I'll lower the apoaps so we can get to the Shona more quickly. So right around here, I'll fire retrograde. We're basically skimming Atmo at this point. And then I'll adjust the planes again. And then we'll be in really good standing for an intercept course, I think. Because I'm catching up to the Shona, and then also going to be on the same plane as the Shona, allowing us to create an intercept course with a decent amount of Delta V fuel left over, plus the monoprop. The like 10 tons of monoprop, which is absurd. Okay, 0.6 off. That's fine. Accelerating time a little bit. Apoapse is still above that 70k mark, just barely. We do have a close intercept here, but like I'm going to ignore that because it's not that close. And as you can see, we are catching up. And our intercepts are going to get closer and closer. So at this point, I might be able to create a maneuver to maneuver the intercepts for a dock. Yeah, there we go. So in 2 orbits with this maneuver, we're basically connected on this on the far side. So this is exactly what I was aiming for. So after this next maneuver, we probably will be down to RCS for RCS docking, because that looks awfully close there. That was not exactly the maneuver I wanted, so let's try this again. That one. The problem is, I think with infinite electricity, I still can't inline reaction unless I have charge. I don't know. That seems like a bug to me, and maybe I'm wrong about that being the issue that I'm facing. But when I was trying to maneuver to the maneuver node, I couldn't automatically due to a lack of electricity, or at least that's what it seemed like. But here we go. Here's the maneuver in 10 seconds. Cool. That's not perfect. I'm going to fine-tune it, if I can, to really look like it overlaps. Yeah. Hey, Sky Collective. Thank you for the resub. 31 months. Holy cow. Cheers. So one last tiny maneuver for Delta V, which is like the equivalent of giving it just a little push. Just a tiny little push. And I think that is a 4-kilometer distance from target relative speed of 78 meters per second. Okay, that's acceptable. Let's go accelerate to that. And then dock. Man, it has been a while since I docked anything. Oh, what? It's on this pass? It does seem to be on this pass. Okay. Time to get way more ready than I thought. So, Shona, you're the target. Let's point to target. So where is that? The target? All right, point away from the target, actually, anti-target, because I need to course correct a little bit. I feel like I have to stare at the craft in this view in order to align. But there it is, 4 kilometers away. We're coming. I'll save real quick. Come on, tumble faster. I'll use RCS now, because it's kind of time sensitive. RCS doesn't seem to be aligning me to the course correction really at all. The anti-target. It really isn't, like, yeah, at all. What gives, game? Why is the RCS controls so wonky donkey? I feel like I'm actually pointing more towards target now than anti-target, even though that's the opposite of what I said. It shouldn't be tumbling like that because there's no atmospheric resistance, and my thrusters are all just forward. They're not angled in any way. Yeah, why is it vectoring me? It's like my gimbal is like pointed wrong or something. I don't know. It's weird. Or the weight of my craft is off to one side or something. That's how it feels. Every time I launch the engines, I tilt. It's all good. The speed difference between us is only 5 meters per second. So I want to keep... Oh my god. I honestly feel like SAS is not working. But what I'm going to do is... Yeah, we're basically aligned now. So I'm going to start pointing to it and launching towards it, if I can. And then slow down once I get on the near pass. Okay, so I've just sped up 40 meters per second towards it, so that we're on a somewhat of a collision course. It's slightly askew, and I'll try to correct for that manually. Right now, lining us up so that I'm on an actual collision course, and then stopping at the last second. So now we're on a 20 meter per second collision course. Again, anything over 9 is pretty bad. It will damage things. So I'm going to want to slow down in the last second. But we're gonna have a really close pass here once I let time elapse. So now I'm just trying to align basically the retrograde and the anti-target together. So I need to position the nav ball up right about here and do a little course correction firing here to get those two circles aligned, which means that I'm basically heading straight for the Shona. And there we go. That is exactly what I wanted to do. So now I'm going to point retrograde, and I'll quick save. I'm going to point retrograde, and over time, we're going to slowly drift at one another. And as these retrograde and anti-target indicators drift from one another, I just want to course correct. So right now it's about small course corrections, and the speed difference between us is only 7 meters per second. All right, 6 meters per second. I'll save again. So we're slowly drifting towards one another, and then before we actually collide, I'll hit the brakes. So you'll see the distance between me and the Shona decrease. No. It's actually not decreasing. All right, let me point to target now and give myself a little nudge towards it. Point to anti-target? Is my craft not rotating anymore? Hello, craft. Earth to craft. Are you working? Okay, I'm gonna have to manually do... Oh, I'm time warping. I didn't notice. Alright, point to target. Longest game of chicken ever? Yep, pretty much. So using some RCS through fuel to flip-flop the ship so I can point towards the Shona and give it a little shove towards it. Alright, that would look like this. Sort of. Like... Oh god. So the white is directly at Shona. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to launch the craft at a reasonable speed towards the Shona, not on like a ballistic a ballistic path. But the probe core that I added is like a big, long, heavy, wonky thing that doesn't like to be controlled. So therein lies the problem. So it is I like where it's at now. We are at a 13 meter per second intercept course. And I'm going to be in position to slam the brakes. Alright, we're a little off course, but not too bad. Let's point towards target again. Oops, that wasn't towards target. Just take manual control. Decent amount of tumbling. Yeah, docking was never easy, and I really designed a piss-poor docking vehicle. One that made my job harder. Alright, there we go. Now we're realigned. Better. Not perfect. If those two dots perfectly lined up, these two, the yellow and the green, we would be on a true collision course. Oops, shoot. Did that from the wrong side. And of course, if this was a lighter vehicle that was more maneuverable, I could do these micro corrections way more accurately. That looks really good. Okay, so now I think we're on a near collision course. Yes, we are. Okay, perfect. A few more micro corrections and we'll be docked in no time. I am whizzing towards it, though, at 30 meters per second. So I'm going to need to slam the brakes soonish after this next course correction. All right, so let's point the other direction so I can slam these brakes, because otherwise the Shona is going to become debris. But there it is, 600 meters away. Oh, come on. 500, 400. It's coming hot, but I could do it. Here we go. Ready? 10 meters. Speed difference. Still 200 meters away. And 3.6 meters per second difference to target at 200 meters away. Yep. I'm about to ditch the big engines because it will be a lot easier to use RCS pretty soon. But I'm going to do a few last micro course corrections just so that I don't have to spend a ton of RCS fuel because it will take longer. Although I did just... Oh, what the heck? I time warped and it like changed the position of Shona relative to me. All right, 2 meters per second. I think I'm going to quick save, but I think it's ejection time. So let's go to docking mode and control from the front. And try to figure out what keys are like RCS up. Is it N? Okay, how about no more SAS? It's not N. SAS on. Alright, I, nope. K, nope. L, O? J? J. No, it's still doing the weird, like, every direction is a different thing type thing. I don't know if this was me or not. Alright, I want to control from here. And close that, please. And target the... So let's flip-flop this. Let me highlight the docking port that I'm trying to connect with. Game, it'd be really, really, really cool if it would highlight. It's not going to. So I don't really know how to describe for the newbies what's going on here, but basically my RCS controls don't seem to agree. Each one has its own concept of what up is, which makes it like damn near impossible to control this because I can't go forward. Because when I try to hit what I consider forward, it has some, it tilts it. It's I don't know how to describe, but it is impossibly infuriating to try to control this thing, considering that the RCS is in non-agreement about the direction that the jets are facing. It's very, very strange. So the best thing I could do is try to point to the Shona and then try to figure out how to go forward. I do have a lot of monoprop fuel, but I don't seem to be able to control the direction of this craft because of the way they set up RCS. It's very odd. So I'm pointing towards the Shona now. So that is backwards. So let me see. Let me pause a second. Go to the controls. So N seems to be backwards. So if N's backwards, the opposite would be forwards of whatever N is. So let's go to inputs. Where is the N key? I don't see it bound here. What? How am I supposed to control this thing if... Okay. M... H. Okay, translate Z as H. So if I'm not wrong, H should be forwardish? Yep, H is forwardish. Okay, this might be doable. As long as this thing gets more stable. Let's go to normal mode. Line us up to the Shona and then launch towards it a little bit more with H. H now seems to be spinning. Okay, so in normal mode, H is forward. In docking mode, H is spin me around like a ballerina. Got it. Acknowledged. I have to be very careful what mode I'm in. So now we're soon to be moving towards the Shona. Yep, now we're moving towards the Shona at 2 meters per second, just about. So I'm going to try to center it up so that we're heading directly at it, not askew. Which I think I just set that up wrong. Does KSP2 not have the docking mode square? No, I don't think it does. At least it's not a mode I've been able to get to. Alright, so what do I need to do? I need to accelerate this way. Forward. In normal mode. With no time warp. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is good, this is good. Alright, I'm nice and lined up. Let's point straight at it. And I should be coming in, and let me save. Should be coming in pretty good here. This is progress. All right, let's do a little course correct. So, course correct. Nope. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. That one's on me. Course correct. It is, I'm getting the hang of it, as you can see. Oh my god. It's such a wonky big honker. So hard to control. And also I feel like because of the size of my own vehicle, the nav ball is like wandering a bit. Because of my control point is like all over the place. But as long as we're still moving towards it. Oh, there we go. That was a really good course correct. I think. Launch. Go. Okay, that was a good course correct too. So we should still be moving towards it. And I am. Nice. 100 meters away. So we're almost within the point where I can, like, aim for a specific spot on the Shona for docking. So now I need to line myself up with the docking port, which is this direction. Oh, this is psychedelic, nearly. I was in docking mode. No, normal mode, please. All right, 50 meters. Now, let's point anti-target. If this big... Oh, Jesus. Hey, solar panels. Good luck. Donk. Now you know why I have blinking red lights. So let's actually control from here and try to dock from the bottom, which is now the new top. And point towards it again. Should have done that sooner. Actually, might be easier given the way I've designed this. There we go. I can accept it as a target. So set as target. Perfect. So now I actually have a specific docking port as a target. And closing the distance between two vessels, where I'm using the RCS to launch forward again. Maybe. Yep, okay. Not so fast. Okay, the brakes on this thing aren't working. I'm like hitting N and it's like, oh, you want to reverse course? Yeah, you won't be doing that. So now that we're almost in the same plane, I want to kill all of my difference of relative velocity. But I'm kind of getting lost in the Oh, it's still trying to... Okay, that's what was going on. The autopilot was enabled and it was, like, fighting me. I feel like I'm trying to pilot a beluga whale or something. Oh, time. Okay, so we're almost aligned with the docking port. Although I'm drifting away from it now. The automatic targeting is like... It's not great on a vessel this large. Because if I was a lower mass vessel, which I honestly should have designed, it'd be a lot easier to just point at it and then hit like RCS forward and to thruster and maneuver like an old arcade game more than what's going on now. In fact, I'm not even really certain why I am losing it, because I'm right now pointing at it and accelerating, and it's drifting away from me, which makes zero sense whatsoever. If you're accelerating towards a target, it shouldn't be getting away from you. So I'm taking over for the autopilot, which is super failing me. Here. In fact, I'm just going to load the last quick save, because I've just been tumbling here. I shouldn't rely on the autopilot anymore, because the autopilot doesn't seem to be able to course adjust given the mass of the vessel, and it's just tumbling around. All right, where is it? All right, so let's make sure I know where I'm controlling from. So controlling from the top. And still targeting the Shona in general. So let's line up for a... The keys to... Oh, Jesus, I'm in the wrong mode. Game, come on. Actually give me control of this vessel. Thank you. The SAS controls were just like hijacked in a bad way. So what I want to do is I want the green target nav ball to be at the top here, like that. It's hard to see because the nav ball is so askew. To be targeting it. Something like this. And the other thing I could try this time around is to actually just rotate the Shona so that the Shona's docking port faces me rather than for me to align to the docking port. That might be easier because I believe the Shona has an inline reaction wheel that would be able to do that. So... Is the thrusters firing? Okay, this is super strange. I'm, There we go. Game was thinking. Username unavailable. Thank you for the resub, or thank you for the sub. Interesting name you got there. So that's what I'll try this time around, rather than try to align to the dock port. Alright, so now I should be on a somewhat collision course. Yep. Let's slow down. Oh, what? I am bad at this. So out of practice. There we go. There's the nav ball that I was looking for. Trying to center that up. You saw this in a movie once, everybody died? Yeah, that's I feel you. I feel like I'm dying too. I have a good feeling about this pass, though. Now that I'm not using the SAS controls and just doing manual human piloting, I'm way more in control this time around because the SAS controls were just sloppy and unhelpful constantly. And this is a lot easier. A lot easier. Alright, so I'm sort of accelerating towards it-ish at this point. And I'm going to want to try to kill any horizontal velocity, which I have a lot of. Oh, time warped. Shoot. That's another issue that I keep running into. So here is the horizontal velocity that I'm trying to annihilate. I can't see it on the nav ball, which makes it really hard to center up. Oh, I did a pretty good job of it. All right. And then be ready to slap the brakes. Because I don't want to collide and damage. So meter per second difference of like 2. Let's bring that down to like 0.5, and then I'll take over the Shona and have it point towards my ship so that I can dock. All right, that would be now. So Shona, control from here. And set... I don't really even need to set it as a target, because I can just kind of look towards the other ship. Do it autosave? Done. Smart. Thank you for the reminder. Oh my god. What annoying spam. I can't see anything. And why am I still tumbling? Oh my god. Alright, not control from here. What? I shouldn't be able to control the... I want to target. Alright, let's switch back. Shona's kind of pointing towards, but like not perfectly. And I lost all of my HUD. Here we are. Wait, no, that's the wrong direction. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Wait, what? You can't... I can't be accelerating away from it both anti-normal, or both anti-target and target game. You can't... That doesn't make sense. It'd be like hitting the accelerator and the brakes and they both go in the same direction. I call it is a lie. So finally I figured out the direction I should be facing, which is this one. So it's working. Quantum velocity, I know, right? Come on. I already used a third of my fuel doing these stupid things. I think the problem is, because of this is such a long, cumbersome thing, its velocity measurements keep changing because it's like tumbling, because it has a weird center of gravity to center of thrust, and that is causing it to just be very hard to adjust fine-tuned. Because again, I designed it badly. Was overeager into what kind of design I'd have, and well, it's showing. Let's just try to ease it in. Still heading towards one another. Now in docking mode. This is strange, I can't rotate. It's like I'm time accelerated, but I can't move. Here we go. What was it? N? Backwards? Come on, game. Have mercy. Give me a little boost. The RCI thread doesn't... It's not a lot of thrust. But, no, this is looking good. I might overshoot it, though. But this is survivable at this velocity. Oh, my lord. That is a near pass. Stop. Oh, come on, Time Warp. You can't just teleport the thing that I'm trying to dock to. You're killing me now. So I want to be in docking mode, and I don't know the docking mode controls as well, rather than the normal controls, because they're different. And normally in docking mode, you get like a different square nav ball, but I'm not getting a square nav ball, which makes docking like stupid hard. So I think what's best right now is if I point down and accelerate forward so that I can match its velocity. And just kind of ignore everything else. Basically just super eyeball it at this point. So normal mode. Push forward a little bit. To close the gap. Let Time Warp drift. Correct for the difference of direction. Just trust my gut at this juncture. Back up a little. Good. Switch crafts. Point it. Oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Unless the thing teleports. Oh, it can still happen, but the parts need to stop teleporting. The teleporting needs to stop, like right away. Okay, it's looking good. I might need to switch, and this has me nervous. Switch parts again and point better so that docking connection can be made. Like that. Oh, but every time I try to stop rotating, it teleports a bit, which yeah, like that, which it makes my life miserable. So I want to be targeting set as target. There we go. Just ease it forward a little. And because I'm on normal mode, the it docks a little bit easier than on harder mode, which is good because God, this is going rough. But I'm pretty sure we're on a good course now. I don't need to do anything. Oh. Okay. Yep. We got one honker station now. Oh, I need a drink. I think I just spilled coffee all over my lap. Worth it. Too easy to do it again? You know what I need to do? I need to build a docking device that is actually capable. One that is not so fanciful, but just purpose-built. I think that's going to be my next mission. Oh, what? This frickin' satellite doesn't connect to the Kerbin? All right, let's get into the light so we can appreciate this. What do you mean, no connection? Come on. Where are we is in regards to Kerbal Space Center? All right, I'm going to do one quick orbit to get close to Kerbal Space Center so that I can actually control the probe, the center. So here we go. We should be right over it. And I can turn on the lights now. Still no? This thing has a giant communication satellite. What is this giant communication satellite doing if it's not communicating? Yeah, I'm guessing it's a bug, because this thing should have a connection. Well, whatever. We have a long boy space station. So, let's go back to the vehicle assembly building. Yeah, direction might matter. That could be it, because I think that one... Let's check your conjecture here. Because I think you might be right. Because that thing needs to point to this station. Which is weird, because I can control it, I think. Well, we'll see if I can... Oh, it's renamed just Combined. Now, it's moot. I can't even tilt it. So, if that dish, which I don't think is omnidirectional, if that dish needs to be pointed, I can't point it anyway. But there is a hitch, which is this the other probe core? Yeah, it is the other probe core. What I was going to say is those probe cores sort of have a built-in antenna, and I should be close enough to Kerbal Space Center to control it, but it's moot. It doesn't really matter, because that's not what I need to do for the next step anyway. Thank you for tuning in to Kerbal Space Program 2, which originally streamed live on Twitch, February 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream of mine. Farewell, my fellow Kerbinauts.